Hello and welcome to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. It is Friday. It is finally Friday, the 24th. It is Friday. Yes, Godless Granny is here. It is Friday, the 24th of April. How you guys doing this, today? You ready for the weekend? Ready? I'm ready. I'm sort of ready.
I'm ready.
She's ready. See, that's wonderful. Good morning, Godless Granny. How are you doing today?
Good morning, Chris.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine. How are you?
Doing good. Are you ready for the weekend?
I definitely am.
Yes, I know. A lot of, especially retired people, are like, I don't care about the weekend anymore. Me, I work from home, and the only day I don't stream is Sunday. So I kind of look forward to the weekend, But I have to say also on Saturday and Sunday, nobody really expects me to adult. At any time during the week, Monday through Friday, for some reason, there's always this feeling in the back of my brain that at any moment the phone could ring and it could be somebody going, Chris, it's time for you to adult right now. We need you to adult. And I'm like, oh shit. Well, all right, let me put my shoes on. But for some reason on the weekends, I don't have that feeling, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't worry about that, even though it tends to not happen anyway. I just really quick want to say good morning. Sandy the Sane, Atheist Mo, a new follower. Good morning, Atheist Mo. Let's see, Empathetic Atheist. Justin is going to probably join us. He's welcome to. You don't have to, Justin. I'm not saying you got to. I'm just saying, you can if you want to. Me and Granny are going to sit around and talk about you if you don't. Kristen, best name ever. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing? I hope your world is going good. There's Brainbug, the brain bug.
The brain bug.
Yeah, there are many brain bugs out there, but this is the brain bug is here this morning. And Daniel Peterson, hey Daniel, I hadn't seen you in a day or three. My microphone, man, I tell you, me and you are gonna fight. We're just gonna fight. Does that work? All okay. So Daniel Peterson, good morning, buddy. Nice to see you again. I hadn't seen you in a day or three. Let's see, I missed somebody.
You forgot Kristen.
I said, are you sure?
Oh, you did?
I'm pretty sure. I'm supremely confident. I said hello to Kristen, best name ever. But I'll say hello.
You probably said it first and I forgot.
Maybe so. Well, it's easy to get distracted when you're on a live stream. It's not like a recorded show,
Yep.
Talk all the smack you want during a recorded show, but you can just edit that out, It's her birthday and her sister just dropped off some presents. Yay!
Happy birthday, Kristen.
So she's ready. How many spankings do you get? How old are you gonna be? Bum, 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 bum. Ready? So she's ready for the weekend. Yeah. Wait. It's rude of me to ask. I'm sorry. I don't even know why the Southerner in me let me ask at all. Never mind. Pretend I didn't. She's 19 or 29. Either one. That's a lie straight from the devil. She said 37. That's a lie. Yeah, sell your lies to someone else. I ain't buying it. Anyway, good morning, everybody in the chat. I hope you're doing good. Happy early birthday. Yes. Yeah. I don't know how the Swedish people think about age, but I was told you're not supposed to ask a lady her age. Is that where am I right? Miss Granny?
That is what has always been said, but actually I'm wearing my shirt. I call this my shirt. This is the one from my triathlon. I did a full triathlon, and I spent 6 years training for it. But
Wow.
I was always so proud of my age when I was in my tri days, because I say I am 55 and I am doing triathlon.
Wow.
Actually, no, I guess 52 was the last age I was when I was, but it was pretty cool to be able to still be doing that over 50. So I was always really proud of my age.
I'm not yet 50. That's probably there's no way in hell. I try to do those workouts. So I'm going to work out with Jim. All right, we're going to go on YouTube, work out with Jim. Hi, Jim. How are you doing? He's going to work out, and I'm going to watch this YouTube video. So we get through the warm-ups, right? And I'm like, oh my God, stop. And they're like, okay, we're going to do our first exercise. That's how it is with me. I'm over there crying, but I need to get on the healthy bandwagon. The wife is going to outlive me by many, many moons if I don't do something. She's got longevity in my family. My family might have longevity had they not all died of, absolutely preventable diseases. And my dad, my mom, their family, all, Anyway, Well, you don't suck down lard by the gallon and live to be in your 80s. It just doesn't really happen. Anyway, so there was that. She doesn't apologize for getting older, not something she can control or ashamed of. Oh yeah, well, I'm just saying, hey, there's Mike. Good morning. My buddy Mike is here. Good morning, Mike. And John Anthony. I hadn't seen John Anthony. Well, yeah, I've seen John Anthony. I've seen John Anthony yesterday, I think it was. But Mike, my buddy Mike, I have not seen Mike. What gets you up this
Anthony
early?
says he does laps from the bed to the refrigerator every day. Actually, that's not too far off of what I do. I'm now getting my exercise just walking around the house. I'll turn on the TV and just walk back and forth in the family room, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I do 4 miles a day, often just in my living room.
Wow. You're a busybody. Yeah.
That's why I don't have time to crochet anymore.
I have a damn treadmill. And I don't, yeah, because I'm just, all right, so we have got.
I do too.
Go ahead. You do too?
But I haven't used it in a long time. It's upstairs in Robin's room. Well, it's the storage room off of Robin's room.
Gotcha. Let me just do one thing. I'm fixing to pop in Justin with us. Un moment, Super Justin. I just want to do this to see it because I don't want to screw it up. Normally, I screw it up because it's a skill. Just cause. Justin. Yes, I spelled that right. Justin, empathetic atheist. Bond, James Bond. See, because you don't even look like Daniel, but it would have said Daniel. All right, so here we go. Let's see if it's here. Are you here? Let me go. And a 1 and a. Did it work? It worked. Good morning, Justin.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Doing good. How are you?
A little tired. It was a long after party last night. But
I saw that. We started to actually talk about that and got talking about like generic streaming with something else, more of a point. But yeah, so your second live stream, yeah. How'd that go? How you liking it?
Yeah, it's I'm loving it. Last night I had a guy on who wasn't a Christian. He gave us all a different kind of point of view on enlightenment. I'm still an atheist, but he had a really good point of view that he gave, and the chat was blowing up. Best Name was in there just going back and forth with this girl by the name of Vera. And it was a really good conversation. Got a lot of people fired up, but we all were able to keep. So basically, he thinks that the universe is an agent. The universe has its own mind, and we had a big talk about free will and how he believes there's no such thing as free will, to where I can respect that in some cases, but in some circumstances you can't. For example, you didn't have the free will to choose to be born, to choose to exist, but your parents had the free will to get together to have you.
Did they?
So there's certain yeah.
See, that's the question. Did they? If you don't have free will in your decisions, then they didn't have free will in their decisions. I don't go there. That's not a topic. Yeah. That's not me. Sorry, y'all go ahead. Sorry.
It got really deep. And we had a lot of people that were trying to I was always scared that we would only have a couple people in the after party and like nobody to want to talk. But both these shows I've had 2 or 3 people sitting in the broadcast room. You know what I'm talking about with StreamYards. But yeah, just people sitting in the back room messaging me like, hey, when can you get me in? And so I'm like, all right, can I pop somebody out? Somebody new likes to get in. I hate to end the conversation or like to pop somebody out like that. But yeah, Wes actually Wes has been doing a lot of help for me. He basically moderated the whole thing last night and he was in there. So it's going really well. I got another one Saturday and we'll see how that one goes.
Cool.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. I did actually last night pop in and watched none of the show really. I could see the show. I just couldn't hear the show. That's what I do the same thing with Neil usually because of the time frame.
Yeah.
You were on whenever it was wifey time. There's wifey time whenever I don't. she doesn't let me play with the other kids.
Yeah.
And I even started.
I'm kind of in the same boat. I don't put anything atheist on after about 6 p.m. because that's when my husband is in the room and he's a Christian and he doesn't want to see that stuff. So
Yeah.
I've got all day for that stuff.
Well, you know,
I called go ahead.
Well, I was just, it's not that she doesn't, she is yeah, it's just that's her time.
That's not your situation. Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's her time.
In a way, it's kind of the same thing. You know, it's his
absolutely.
time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You were going to say, Justin?
I had to call my parents yesterday because once again, my friends on Facebook and stuff like that and everything is kind of jumping right now. So when I'm sending out these things, I'm sending them out in blanket form to, everybody on my social media. And I called my parents, and my dad is Catholic and my mom is religious in some way. She believes in the Abrahamic God. She just doesn't know a lick of the scripture and just wants to believe so that when she dies, she has this peace of mind that she's going to see her ancestors. Okay. I don't really know what you would call that, but she does not like hearing it. So I called my dad yesterday. I was like, just so you guys know, I'm not specifically trying to get you guys to watch my stuff. So just go ahead and ignore it if you see it, but I'm sending stuff out in blanket form. If you don't like it, go ahead and unfriend me from Facebook. He's like, nah, we're not going to do that. I was like, good. I hope not. And I hope, someday you might have the interest to actually watch it because I have people on there that have your views and you'll be able to open up your mind a little bit and see both sides. And that went pretty well. I'm lucky to have a family that's understanding of my position. Because I met somebody last night that kind of said, I want to come on, but I don't want to be on camera because, their family are extremes. I think it said hyper catalysts. So I'm lucky to have a family that's understanding.
Yeah. My dad doesn't know how to navigate Facebook.
Well, there's that. I kind of faced a similar situation.
84.
Yeah. When they're at that age, that's not a big Facebook problem for them.
Yeah.
When I first started all my stuff, I kind of had to make a similar decision. Well, you didn't make a decision. You just went with your common everybody Facebook. I had an everybody Facebook. Like I have a me Facebook. And that was just because where I'm from, I knew my family wouldn't handle it so well. I went ahead and created a separate Chris Mallard Facebook. And,
Gotcha.
I did invite some of my family that I think my twin brother watches or is likes me or follows me over there. I don't know. I think he probably doesn't see my posts. You know how you can be somebody's friend and not see their posts? I think they do.
Set to private. Yeah,
I think they do that, for those, but I didn't give many of them the choice. I just didn't tell them, wasn't a battle I wanted to have. I wanted to focus on doing other things,
Yep. I understand.
That was years ago, and this is where it's at. So now I've got how many Facebook? I got 3 or 4 different Facebooks. So that's crazy. I can't wait for my twin brother to reach 84.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's kind of how it feels sometimes. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, check out Justin's channel. Don't forget to check out Godless Granny's channel. I didn't know Justin was going to join me, or I'd have put links to his stuff, but it's there. Miss Kristen is wonderful about posting. I think somebody posted. Yes, wonderful.
Thank you.
But don't forget to subscribe to Godless Granny because they're both growing and building channels. I'm at 900 YouTube subscribers, almost right. I was at like 900, and then it backed up to like 896 or something, and then we're back up to 898 and I was like, wow, I lost a lot of subscribers. Why do I lose so many? Surely it wasn't the show, right? There's nothing different yesterday's show than the day before show. And I went and looking into it, and I got this response that occasionally what'll happen is YouTube will go through and remove all these accounts, their spam accounts, like you and I were talking about earlier. They'll remove all these spam accounts, and so you'll lose subscribers as those spam accounts are removed. And also sometimes like Justin got tired of YouTube and shut off his channel, but he just shut down his channel, but he was subscribed to me. So he was like a ghost subscriber. So YouTube will come on and delete him from that. So whenever you have mass exodus from your thing, it's more likely that YouTube has come through and done a cleanup on your subscribers than it is any one thing that you did, unless of course
that makes sense.
Did something wrong, but I don't remember doing anything wrong. I do my stupid voices every now and then, but that's other than that.
The way to fix that, you said it's like an exodus on it. All you got to do is spread blood across the borders of your video wall, and they can't get in and do anything about it.
There you go. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Or prayers. You know, there's like a crystal around here somewhere I could have rubbed on it. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, so Facebook, Atheist Mo mentioned that in the comments of one of my videos, that Facebook bans him. I don't know why. I've never been banned from Facebook. I've had individual posts, get removed. I remember one time I had this post. It was complaining about, all these rich people doing all stuff. And here's these starving kids. You guys don't care about these starving kids. And I was reported by somebody on that post, and Facebook removed it. But other than that, I don't really have that kind of problem. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not a rustle them up kind of person on Facebook. I need to live a little, let my hair down, both of them.
Yeah.
Cross people on those accounts, though.
Yeah, Randolph was on there last night with me too for a while, and looks like he's in the comments.
Yeah, I tried to get Randolph on this show this morning. He wasn't prepared at the time. Based on false accusations, tried to appeal to them. Yeah. What Trump said about injecting cleaner and UV light. I've seen that.
I was thinking about injecting that, and I thought, no, I don't want to turn your show into politics. I know that's not your thing.
I tell you, I'm extremely political. My feeling is that I don't know enough about it. I don't know this. So if I get called on it, I don't really know what the hell I'm talking about. But I did see that video. I saw, but was that real? That wasn't a deep fake. If you're, man, that's disturbing. But not knowing anything more about it, it's very disturbing. Was he talking? Did some expert come up and say this, and this? And he just, I have no idea. How do you get that?
My understanding, and I got this second and third hand, so I don't know that it's accurate. But my understanding is that somebody said that they tried it and it worked. They got better, and Trump heard that, and so he's now saying that the CDC should start experimenting with this. And I thought it was interesting. I saw somebody post a video where Trump was saying that, and they had a camera focused on one of the scientists from the CDC, and you can watch her absolutely cringing.
Yeah. Well, did you see the video? It was early on when Fauci first came on board. There's this thing where he's actually in the background going, "Oh man," as Trump is up there rattling off some of his nonsense. The parody. I did not see I don't watch enough TV, Kristen. I really didn't. So I don't know Sarah Cooper, but I did see that what you're talking about, unless that is Sarah Cooper. I saw that it's some Binks. I thought her name was Binks or something like that. Some kind of expert who was sitting over a blonde lady. Yeah. Something else going on that appears to be happening, and this is not really, I'm not defending Facebook, but it did happen to me recently, is that there was this ripple where posts that were not offensive were getting marked as offensive by Facebook as an accident, like an algorithm accident. And it all happened 1 or 2 days. And, I got flags on my stuff, and I was like, hey, and I said, hey, this is not bad stuff. And like later that day, it said, okay, this was not bad. And then a lot of people on Facebook were saying at the same time, hey, this is weird that, I posted a picture of my dog and it's flagged for whatever. Some of you may remember that. So that has happened. As they have these problems with staffing, the same kind of problems other companies have with staffing, like YouTube. YouTube set out an alert. I may hit 1,000 subscribers in a month. I'm going to hit the 4,000 watch hours the next week. Will there be somebody there to flip the switch that makes me monetized. Facebook's even said, hey, we're kind of low staff because of the COVID-19 thing. It may take longer than normal. You know, just stuff like that.
Yeah, that
but
actually,
Facebook does suck, yeah.
I think the same thing happened to me. Was this around like Tuesday that this all went down?
Which part? Oh, I thought it was yesterday.
I thought it was just yesterday.
Or yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Because on Tuesday, I had sent out onto Facebook a blanket, a blanket message with a link to my first show just to say, hey, let's see how many people want to take a look at this. And I just saw a whole bunch of red exclamation marks. And I went on to one and it said, this post is abusive / offensive and will not be used. And I looked at it and I was like, it's literally the thumbnail picture of the only word that you could say would be, depending on how you are and, how much of a Christian you are or how much of a theist you are, is the word atheist in there. And I was like, I really hope they're not doing this, because this will be a lawsuit on their hands if they're going to allow all your channels and then ban yours for the word atheist.
I mean, I've got Daily Atheist in mine. I have got, I'm thinking close to 200 videos now. And some of my videos, my scripted videos, have things like they bash Abraham or Jesus or whatever. I've never had a single video flagged.
Yeah, it was weird. And I tried again yesterday and everything went fine.
Now, wait a second. You're not monetized either.
Anybody to notice me.
No, I'm not monetized. I think the last time I checked, after last night, after my 2 shows, I'm at like 70 hours watched.
Yeah,
I don't think it's horrible. But.
So that's not it. I've often been thinking the reason why I'm not getting flagged is because I'm not monetizable, and it's why flag me and demonetize videos that aren't monetized anyway was my thinking. But if you're saying they'll flag you anyway, well, okay, I didn't know that.
But like I said, I tried again last night with basically the same exact thing. It just had somebody's name and somebody else's picture, and it went fine.
Yeah,
there was no issues.
Well, I wonder. I don't know. Maybe it's just a glitch of some kind.
It had to have been, because I mean, along with that, yesterday, I had gotten a call at about 9 o'clock in the morning my time, right as I was in the middle of watching your guys' show. And I got a call from the CEO of Atheist Alliance International offering me a job as their podcast host / manager.
Cool.
And, I was like, whoa. I was like, I'm like brand new to this. He goes, I really, really like your viewpoints in the direction you're heading. So I told him, he's like, it's volunteer basis right now, but eventually you're going to end up talking to the biggest names, in the atheist world. I was like, cool. And then I was sitting on there and I posted the job as like a new job. And I'm like, I'm really hoping, it's got the word atheist in there now. I'm really hoping Facebook doesn't try and ban this too. But hey, everything went through perfectly fine.
Yeah. Okay. So
I think it was a glitch. I really do.
Been a glitch. Well, see, I just recently became monetized on Facebook. And I tried about 2 months ago. I was like, yay, I finally got enough likes and I've got all the criteria and it says I'm a good boy. And then like the day before, I'm not kidding, man, the day before I had accumulated all the requirements, the 1,000 likes and so many little views, it all of a sudden said I was non-monetized for something I posted, and it wouldn't tell me what it was. It was just something I was posted. It said was disingenuous or something. And all I do, if anybody follows my Facebook post, I post links to the videos. I repost memes, and every now and then I go, you know what, son bitches, this is what's going on. I'm a mad son bitch. I don't do that terribly often. That's like once a month I might go off on, but most of the time I just repost memes and shit. So what does it have against me? I don't know. So it put me off, made me wait a couple of months. But other than that, it still has me monetized. I still stream every day to Facebook. The Facebook descriptions that I use for Godless Granny this morning goes on YouTube and Facebook, hashtags and everything. So, but I haven't noticed anything yet. So I hope it's not the case. I've heard people tell me, like Jim Hall from Atheist Edge mentioned, if you put anything atheist in your podcast or in your description or whatever, they're going to demonetize you. Hasn't happened to me yet. We'll see.
I'm usually pretty chill on Facebook. I've got some family members that get upset if I post anything on Facebook that's not chill.
Randolph Richardson says, congratulations to you, Justin, for the AAI, the video podcast opportunity. Apparently Canadian Atheist is an affiliate member of Atheist.
Okay. Yep.
International.
I think that Canadian Atheist and American Atheist are both affiliates.
Yeah, you know,
Thank you, Randolph.
You remember there was this thing where I was going to become a member of something with the American Atheist, and we were going to, at first I was going to join them and then not join them. Well, I was going to join them and then be of this and then this, and we were going to go and we were going to talk. Let's get to the thing over in Phoenix, have a good time, and we'll talk about it then.
Mm-hmm.
And then COVID-19, right? And when nobody ever went to Phoenix, so it just kind of just dissipated. The whole
Speaking of which, I got an email this morning from Thomas Westbrook that Faithless Forum is now postponed for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
June 18th through the 21st, 2021, I think.
Yeah. That's disappointing, but certainly understandable.
Yeah. It gives me more time to get a ticket.
There you go. There you go. Well, you know, man, I tell you, I just started my stuff like you. I just started. You're starting now. I started in November. I was kind of cranking along. I had the Daily Atheist Morning Show in December, and I was having guests on. And, American Atheist has invited me over to Phoenix, and I'm right here. I'm going to make, Faithless Forum is going to be here. And then all this happened, and it has killed all of that. You know, I was dancing. I was thinking, yay.
I was really looking forward to learning, how to make things better.
Yeah. Well, Randolph Richardson said it's worth the wait. I am absolutely certain it's going to be worth the wait. The one they're going to have in 2021, they were going to have anyway. Right. So it's not like by not having this one, we got to have that one. We actually lost a Faithless Forum, and I'm saying it makes me sad. So that's all. Because I want to go and I want to be a part of these things. I'm just new to this community, and it's part of why some of us do this. I am not shy about going. My whole deal is about building myself up in this community brand, right? For those of you who know anything about business and whatnot, we're building brands for that purpose. I even heard Justin say yesterday or the day before on one of his own streams or somewhere else. I don't remember where I saw you, Justin. Say you wanted to be like Chris Hitchens or something like that. That's exactly the goal for many of us. Some of us are like, no, I don't want to do that. I just got a message I want to put out. Perfect. Love that message. That's wonderful. I'm the guy over here going, I want to make a living. I want to sell. Here's my t-shirt. It's glasses.
I love doing this. I love doing this for fun, but if I can do what I love for a living, why not?
Absolutely. Yes.
Teespring, is another company that's way behind because of COVID. I ordered one of your shirts on April 2nd, and it's still printing.
Oh, is it really? Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you for the order. That's wonderful. That's a thing about them. Now, I have to say that even before COVID, they were a little slow on the shipping. It's like unless you pay for extra shipping, if you can get it, they're a little slow on the shipping. The thing that has been bothering me about Teespring, and I shouldn't say it. You shouldn't say it. Hurt your own brand, right? Go buy my cup, buy my shirt. I love that. That's great. But I tell you, I've been a little disappointed with some of the material I have gotten from Teespring.
I just made my own Teespring line. I still need to tweak the store a little before I announce it, and I need to buy a few things so that I can show them and make the full announcement. But one of the things that's driving me nuts about Teespring is once you put something in the cart, you can't take it out. And I'll accidentally put the wrong size item in the cart. You can't take it out. So you got to wait for your order time out and then start over.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's...
I sent them an email about them and said, this isn't good.
I hadn't heard that. I hadn't seen that either. Well,
if there's a way to change your cart, I can't find it. I have clicked on everything on that screen and I can't find it.
I'll have to go look and tinker with that. Yeah, I didn't know. I've used it a couple of times, but usually to purchase my own stuff. I've got a shirt, a mug. The mug I don't know. I'm just less than happy with what I've gotten from Teespring. I'm prepared. It's just got some. Remember when I popped in Godless Granny this morning to the show this morning, I was trying to wrap my brain about how to live stream out to Podbean at the same time I got a lot of things going on. So to stop and retool my entire store is going to take time that right now I don't have because I've got to get Podbean up and going. We paid for a year of Podbean. It's class. It's working. I can put my stuff up there. I can live stream to it. I need to get that working to continue building my empire, but I also need to shut down and come over here and start making shirts and stream elements instead of, instead of Teespring, because it doesn't cost me anything to do it here. But I don't know, just some of the quality I've noticed about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But oftentimes whenever we do things like that, especially, like Godless Granny or Justin, whenever I buy your shirts or your materials, I'm normally doing it more to support you than I am to get something. That's one of the things, but one of the things I do enjoy about Teespring is that you actually get something as well. They can go to if you want to just throw me money, you can do that at PayPal. You can do that at Patreon. But if you want to also get something, that's why I like it whenever people get something back too. That's kind of all I'm saying. I've just been disappointed with him. It was Kristen said something about another company that somebody else uses, and I didn't write it down because I'm a bad man, and she'll know though. Too. Yeah. So
I've heard of another company that people use.
Yeah, and it's not
the same thing.
Yeah, it's not Printify or that other one is something. So I'll get with her. I'm sure she'll pop it up there, and we'll figure that out. Empire. I joined the dark side. Actually, yes, I think I would probably have to be for the dark side in the Star Wars universe. Not that they're just cause I'm just not. I don't want to take the show there necessarily. Because people, yes, but I would be on the dark side. Who are we debating here? Brainbug. Oh, yeah. I'm looking to have a debate. I need to get some ducks in a row. I was gonna ask. Brother, Paul, and Chris want to debate about the causes of climate change.
That would be a good debate.
Yeah, I've never done a debate before on my channel. It's more of a talk or conversation than a debate, and that's cool. Let them talk about it. But I've never done anything that I don't want to do it on the morning show because that's just going to tear up the morning show. That's all they're going to do is that, right? Yeah. So let's have a special show for them in the afternoon, which more people will hopefully be able to view because a lot of people are sleeping because of blah, 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 blah. Have that for them. And I thought, well, you know what I'll do? I'll ask Jim Majors, who does the the debates. He's part of the Great Debate community. He does the great debates. He knows how to moderate stuff. And I was having him as a guest host on here, but, he just wouldn't show up. Like he would respond days later through Facebook. I'm like, what the hell? Anyway, so I thought I'll ask him to help moderate it just in case, because he said he got his internet fixed. And that was the problem. I sent him a message going, hey, dude, do you want to help me moderate this between these guys? They're ready to do this thing. That was 2 days ago, and I ain't heard from him. Par for the course.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah, well, consistency, right? At least he's consistent.
Yeah.
Which Chris? Chris what? What'd I do? Did I do something? I didn't do it. Nobody saw me do it. Can't prove this.
I think they're asking which Chris are you going to have debating over climate change?
Chris. Man, I think it's Dietrich. The guy from Science Talk TV is his channel.
Chris Dietrich?
Maybe it's Dietrich. No, it's a little odd. But yeah, you know what? I'll look it up just so I can do him right. Pardon me for getting your name wrong. On hosting debates. You know what? Randolph, I'd be willing to, So I'd be willing to get with you and because I've got a list over here of people who are wanting to debate. It's a matter of time and getting my channel ready and retooling my channel for debate and doing those things. But it's actually Paul and Chris, and let me find Chris. Chris. I had him on my show.
Are you looking to have this debate formal or just informal?
Thank you, Randolph.
That's a bit of up to them. I'm just the host. I'm just hosting on my stream.
Okay.
Really. That's kind of up to them as to how they want to roll with that. And how, that's the whole deal. Is it a debate or is it a conversation? Is one going to come up and present his thing? The other one going to present his thing? Then they're going to blah, blah, blah. What debate rules are they going to have? I don't know. I'm willing to let them work that out. I'm really, like I said, I'll host it. I can get the magic in the background going. So one guy's face is bigger while he talks and the other one's face is bigger while he talks. That sort of thing. As far as the mechanics of broadcast engineering the show.
I like how you use that.
Yeah, well, I was on a show with, did you see the show with Dick Dawson?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because producing just doesn't cut it. It does not, and that's what I would normally call it. But producing a show is not what's going on.
Being a broadcast engineer.
Being a broadcasting, that's right. It's like bump, bump, bump. You see the guys with all the knobs back there, and they're tweaking the knobs and turning them. That's the thing, yeah. So, man, I thought I was gonna find his name. Hello, where are you? Hell, has it been that? It hasn't been that long, dude.
In answer to Randolph's question about what got me interested in atheism communities online, I first started watching them because Robin suggested Viced Rhino to me, and I started watching Viced Rhino. And when I first started watching it, I don't get this. And so Robin said, well, try Apologia. And I started watching Apologia. Apologia was easier. I could understand. And once I got Apologia, then I could watch Viced Rhino and I could understand that because Apologia gave me enough background that I could understand what Viced Rhino was saying. And then I needed Viced Rhino as a base to build up to Aaron Ra, because before that I'd listened to Aaron Ra. I couldn't understand him at all. And my problem was that I didn't have a science background. Yeah, the last time I took a science class was in 1979. And so, a lot of things have happened since then. And even then, but even when I've learned, I don't use science in anything I do. So I had just forgotten the vast majority of it. I started looking on YouTube specifically for science things. And it was funny. I started watching a bunch of videos just on general biology. And one of them had this demonstration of mitosis and what mitosis is. And I started looking at it. I was like, oh, I remember this, and suddenly the synapses started reconnecting to what I'd learned so long ago, because, it's just been so long since I've used any of that. So that's what got me interested in watching it. And what got me interested in actually doing it myself was I did hear on Twitter a lot of people talking about the fact that the vast majority of the YouTubers are white males. And one of the things that we don't have a lot of is female voices. Now, I was talking to Shannon Q a bit. And one of the biggest things I did that has really added to my success, I crocheted a blanket for Shannon Q that says sexual humanism. And if you look at my Twitter page, the banner is a picture of that blanket that I made. And so that got me into a conversation with Shannon Q, and Shannon Q was telling me a little bit about it. And I thought, maybe I should try this. And Godless Engineer lives in the same city as I do. So I took Godless Engineer and his wife out to dinner at one of the nicer restaurants in town and talked to him. And he told me how to start and, what videos to watch to learn what equipment I needed and how to get all started. And I actually have a degree in mass communication. And I actually, my forte as an undergrad was in television production. And so all of the tech is new because I graduated with that degree in 1982. But the ideas are the same. And so I'm getting used to the tech, but the basic concepts, I already understood. So it was fairly easy to enter. And Apologia, Viced Rhino, and Shannon Q really talked me up when I started. And it was because of that blanket. And their talking me up gave me an instant start. I mean, I had 500 views on I take back. I had 250 views on my first video within 2 weeks of my first video. And it was because of those three.
Yeah. Big bump.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that'll go a long way. I have a similar story, but mine is, and I don't want to go to his head, right? So, Neil, if you're listening, stop listening. So I met Neil when I first started this YouTube channel. and I started the Daily Atheist Show, I somehow bumped into Neil and Kristen. I think Kristen or Dave. I know Kristen drugged me around. Hey, there's this person doing this YouTube. I don't know how she found me. Somebody found me, got me in with Neil, because I got weed brain, right? I don't remember this stuff. Anyway, got me with Neil. Neil got me. I was watching his show. I popped into an after party. I was probably terrified. I remember being terrified. Yes, there's lots of terrified. But it got me Marie Delafont and Dave Warnock. Dave Warnock was on his show. I said, hey, Dave, will you be on my show, my new show? And he said, yes. So I sent him a link. But he said, send the request to Marie. And I was like, Marie, I'd seen Marie in another stream, and she's a personality. So I got them both on my stream, and my views just went right up from there. It was almost like I was official after that. I had a morning show, and that was yeah, all the views I got from those people. And then they were wonderful. The next big bump I got was from Eric Murphy. Eric Murphy and Vila Bianca. They were wonderful. But that's just me.
I've talked to Eric about being on my show, and last night I actually got Jenna Belk, who's on Atheist Experience and Godless Bitches, and she's gonna set up a date with me.
There you go. Well, that's wonderful. She and I are working out a date for her to be on the show for Sci-Fi Saturday, because she's a sci-fi nerd. So we're doing that. And then next Wednesday,
Seth Andrews,
Tuesday, Seth Andrews is going to be on my show with me and Andy. Yeah. So, but I've learned that often in my kind of experience, I'm not going to get as much of a bump off of Seth Andrews coming on to my show as I would if I went on to Seth Andrews' show. And it's like,
it's true, but it still helps.
Yeah, it does. And there'll be one or two viewers. I've had some viewers. I think it was even Epileptic Skeptic was one who came on because somebody else was going to be on there. I'm not really sure. I think it may have been, was it Arn Ra? Or it was somebody else who was on my show, and they found me through that way. I get it totally. But, it's like if I go on to Godless Granny's channel, our channels are different like these sizes, because of the size difference. A couple of my followers might come over there and see me on her channel, but not nearly as many will see her that way than if she comes on my channel.
Right.
There's no insult to anybody. It's the exact reverse between me and Seth Andrews. I'm like this tiny little person over here, and he's got this massive channel over here. So he'll bring some subscribers with him, but I don't feel that in my brief experience in the 6 months I've been running this channel and having people on a daily basis, I don't feel that you get as many subs by having them on your show as you do by going to their show.
Speaking of Seth Andrews, I don't know if you guys saw, but he actually put a video up on, I think it was Facebook or YouTube. I'm not sure which one, but it was an open letter to Pastor Greg Locke.
I saw that. I didn't watch it. What's it about? Can you fill us in real quick?
Oh my gosh. So basically the Pastor Greg Locke has put together this protest to where he's gathering a whole bunch of people out on the streets to get in close quarters and protest about their rights. Okay. And he's basically like, I understand, you believe what you want to believe. I think it's nonsense. And do me a favor and keep your asses in your house. You have the right to protest, but here's the thing: when the government puts out "stay in your homes," I'm pretty sure that means stay in your homes. Right. He goes on this giant rant. He says quite a few jabs out there, necessary jabs, towards Pastor Greg Locke. It's an awesome video. I think it's like 7 minutes long, but I posted it on my Facebook wall. But it's a really good video.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I'll need to look at that too.
Sometimes I avoid those. Seth Andrews is different. There's another personality in our community right now who keeps attacking how I see it Other people swinging up, going, "Hey, why do you say bad things about me? Have a show with me. Have a show with me." Like open letter, an open letter. It's actually to Matt Dillahunty, right? So it's Matt, why did you say something bad about me a long time ago? And I'm just going to keep doing videos about Matt now. We're going to talk bad about Matt until Matt agrees to address the issue, right? And talking up to Matt, you know, and so I avoid those things whenever the open letter. So I'm going to do an open letter to Ken Ham just to really bolster me more than anything it is. Now with Seth Andrews, that's entirely different. He's a different kind of cat. He's a bigger, he doesn't need that kind of, he doesn't need that. And what you say actually makes sense. Dude, stay the hell at home. What the hell's wrong with you? But you know, we actually have a problem that I need to point out. There's these religious people who are going to church anyway because they need to prove their faith. Yes. Not just to themselves, but to everybody. All right. So we knock them for that. Hey, guys, why are you going to church? If they stay home, though, then we've got these atheists going, hey, where's your God now? Huh? How come you ain't going to church? Right? They cannot win. I'm sorry.
I talked about that in the video I did on coronavirus. I said, you know, they're in a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. If they follow the science and then they're not following their faith. And if they follow their faith, they're
going to get sick and need science.
Right. They're in a much worse situation.
Yeah. So they can't win, you know, and that's kind of, I see that and I'm like, I get it. I totally get it. I don't.
Have you seen the bowls for holy water to where there's no water inside of there? And there's a sign right outside saying due to the COVID-19 issue, we have taken the holy water out.
Yes.
I've not seen that, you know, even before that.
Irony in there.
Well, right. Yeah, there's iron. I know, right? It's like we won. But if you push them, they're going to start, you know, if you push them, you're just asking for trouble. And now some of them you don't even have to push. Like this jackass that Seth Andrews is doing this open. I really need to go watch that video. Because like I say, with him, it's totally different. It's not swinging up, trying to get attention. Like somebody else.
Do you mind if I answer Randolph's question?
Please. I'm glad you can see the chat.
Yeah, Randolph says, Godless Granny, what are some of the most serious effects of the Holy Bible has on society today? For me, at least, it's the women's issues. And this is a big part of the reason why once I got into the atheism and was able to look at Christianity skeptically, I was able to see, you know, I didn't have a life. Because my whole life was trying to support my husband and do whatever was best for him, because that's what the religion says the good wife is supposed to do. And, you know, and so for so long I thought this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what God wants for me. And getting out of that thinking and thinking, no, I'm actually a person. And I'm allowed to think what I want to think and do what I want to do. And, you know, yes, you want to still have a good relationship with your spouse, but that doesn't mean your whole life has to be focused on supporting them. And I think that's the most poisonous thing in religion is that, you know, taking half of society and, you know, making them, even while they say women are equal, they're not.
Yeah, the Bible really, really, really hits on obedience, whether that's obedience to God or obedience to your husband.
Yes.
Your husband in the Bible can have as many wives, mistresses as he can afford to have inside of his house. But the minute that you say that you're going to, or the minute that somebody suspects you of getting with somebody else other than your husband, then he takes you down to the tabernacle and they get some water, wipe some dust up off the floor, and you drink it, and then they see if you abort your baby or not. It's disgusting.
You know, Neil mentioned about the meme about the empty holy water bowls. You know, before all this went down, before all this, there were studies where oftentimes in these holy water bowls there was bacteria. I mean, people use the bathroom, don't wash their hands properly, use the holy water bowls. Now you're wiping their ass matter on your hands when you dip them into the holy, you know what I mean? I mean, this was going on long before. I guess ass matter doesn't kill you.
I'm gonna use a no true Scotsman fallacy.
Okay.
And that holy water just wasn't holy enough.
You know, that's probably
That's kind of what I was going to say. The holy water is supposed to be blessed, so every time someone touches it, God purifies it.
there you go. I'm going to say good morning to Grumpy Old Dude and Tons of Mice. I've never seen Tons of Mice before. If you're somebody that I'm new to, obviously I'm new to. Good morning. Good morning. Native Atheist has shown up. A lot of people. Of course, Neil has shown up this morning. He's working, I think, slaving away, because that's the kind of person Neil is. He's a bad person. He does this work. And God. Yeah, I already mentioned God is here.
God's here? Oh.
Yes, the Grumpy Old Dude is officially here. Hope you're doing good. Somebody else I was worried about was Ease. Those of you who knows Easeism, I was worried about him. I finally got a hold of him on Twitter. He's got a fang giving him problems, but he's okay. He's all right. He's not. When somebody disappears and you don't see them for days and days and days, you're like, what the hell? So,
Really distracting if I'm at popcorn.
And Stitics. Good morning. I don't know Stitics. Do you know Stitics?
Mm-mm.
I don't either. Good morning, Stitics. I hope I'm saying it right. Not Stream Elements. Why am I typing? I can just talk to you people. Good morning. So, actually one of the things I'm working on, I was working on it right now, is this. Sometimes we run longer than an hour. Sometimes we don't. Well, usually we end at about an hour, but sometimes we want to go longer. I'm going to do this thing where I'm going to put up a be right back screen. Not today. I may do it today if y'all want to hang out and go get coffee. So we can shut down for a minute and go get coffee. And something else I wanted to talk about as far as streaming, live streaming. This is good for Godless Granny going forward too. If she may tinker with streaming as well. Justin does after parties. Other people do shows and then they do an after party. That's a whole separate link, and you have to draw all those. You have to make sure all your people actually have to jump through this hoop of going and clicking through another stream. But if you ran your show, but right now we got 25 people watching. If I stopped the stream and created another stream, all 25 of them have to go to that after party. Some of them may not. But if you just pause your stream with a be right back or give us 10 minutes while we do, and then we're going to do an after party on the same stream, the watchers can go get coffee. They come back. They ain't got to do nothing else. You go get coffee, come back, or whatever, you get your drink, and then have your after party, drop your link in the chat, and have your people come in. And I think that goes for everybody who does this. Atheist Pastor, all those people who do after parties. Neil, same notion. If you just put up a be right back screen and let it ride, that way your people don't have to jump through a lot of hoops. You might retain more viewers through to the after party. Just a thought.
That's interesting.
Just a notion. See, not as dumb as I look. I'd be in a yeah. So it's kind of
my
the
question
notion.
is, I don't have OBS to put a be right back screen up.
You do have StreamYard.
How to do that?
So
StreamYard does have a be right back.
Well, you can put up a stream a picture in StreamYard that says "Be right back" and just pull all your guests down. Done.
Oh, okay. Just put a banner up and say, "Hey,
we'll be right back. 10 minutes. I'm running to the little girl's room. I'll be right back." See? Yeah, that's just my notion.
My first stream, my first after party, I was actually on Facebook. I was 10 minutes late to the desired time, and after 10 minutes, they kick it and delete it off of the website.
Right.
So I was able to save YouTube, but my first after party was not able to post to Facebook because I had already gone over that 10 minutes. The first conversation was really good, and I had that set for 7, and I was thinking, we'll talk for about an hour and a half. A little bit less than that. I actually talked for a little bit over an hour and a half with the first video. And then I realized that after 10 minutes after you're supposed to start your next stream, that they just get rid of it because they think that you've forgotten about it.
Yeah.
So I've extended my time to, 7 o'clock Eastern time for the regular show and 9 o'clock for the after party. But yeah, I'll have to think about doing that because I have noticed that there are less people that watch the after party at first. Now, with my show, and I don't know if it's just because of the demographics of my show, but I do, in the middle of the show, I get around 12 to 15 people watching. But it might be better to keep people on if I'm just keeping it on the same platform.
Different strokes, I guess, for different folks. Randolph says it's a great idea, but the problem is that after parties can't be organized to separate playlists. I get that. It'd be like the percentage of people who stay on and continue watching the video that would not have otherwise, is that worth being able to put your stuff into playlists? How often is somebody actually going to go to your channel and watch a playlist of just after parties?
Mhm.
These things you would have to weigh based on your knowledge and how you're experiencing different groups. And then some people just like doing it differently. Neil's got his own way. It's just my notion. If I did that, I'm going to do hey guys, we'll be right back in a few minutes. I'm going to go get some coffee. That's just how I'm going to do it. And we'll just do a little break and go get coffee instead of shutting down the stream and then have somebody go get it. That was my Wile E. Coyote super genius idea for doing the shows. Because some people get here like Godless Granny about an hour and a half into it. She's like, oh my God, kill me. Just get me off the stream. So a break might be handy. Actually, we're coming to the hour now. So I'll probably let you y'all there.
Yeah.
Oh, just checking. Yeah, so I'll probably go ahead and shut it down. But that was my notion about the other people as to, if they're going to do those kind of streams, it might save them some losses in viewers. But it might not. It's just my idea, however they want to do it. Whatever works.
When we do shut down, I am going to instant premiere my new video, Transgender for Beginners. And so if everyone wants to move over to my channel after we're done here, I'm going to I'll have that up within 5 minutes after the show is done.
I had a thought about that. But you do it in instant premiere, so you don't have a link now, right? Is that right?
No, I posted on Twitter yesterday that I was going to be doing it right after this show.
Yes.
So I did make an announcement.
Oh, I understand. Well, yeah, cool. No, I think that's wonderful. And you told me before you were going to do it that you were going to do it. That's all. The only reason why I was asking is because if you did a premiere, then you could premiere it and have a link now to share to people. But you won't until you instant premiere it.
Right. I thought about that, but the timing on what time this show ends varies so much that I was afraid that if I set it at a particular time that we would run over or we would run short and we wouldn't hit the time right.
Gotcha. Well, maybe next week, if you're on next week, we can organize that. If you do a video next week, next time this happens, we can organize it. Because normally on Fridays, as the week goes on, I'm eager to get off the streams. I'm ready. Okay. If we're having a great conversation, that's wonderful. But otherwise, love you. Bye-bye. I'll see you all tomorrow. I want to go do my other thing. Yeah. So I wouldn't mind shutting it down. Like I say, sometimes we have a really good show and I keep it going. Remember what we were talking about. That's how we build those watch hours for other people's shows is,
right.
Whenever you get, and I get it. I was Atheist Pastor is running his Friday night show right now during my stream. And I'm like, oh, why doesn't he shut down? But wait a second, he's running his show and he's got 20, 22 viewers right now. I don't blame him at all for keeping going just because, that's views on his stuff. I don't blame him at all. But whenever it winds down, wind it down. Now, as our channel grows, one of the things I want to try to talk less about is developing channels. We can talk about that off the channel and people get tired of seeing us talk about that. My wife gets tired of seeing me talk about tech and channel talk. I had somebody in the comments go, it was Yo. I don't remember the rest of the name. It's Yo something. Yo, big words. But Yo is like, man, I really enjoy your show. But all the tech talk kind of wears on me. That's not why I tune in. And I get it. That's not why I tune in. I could even do a separate stream going, tech, we're going to do tech talk. Yay. And people would tune in for that. But they don't tune in for that. They want to talk about you and what you guys got going on. Now, you have a video premiering in just a minute. So those of you who are watching, Godless Granny has a video. And this is one that we've talked about on the show before, kind of needing is the trans issue and understanding trans issues. Godless Granny, would you give us a quick rundown?
Okay. It's called Transgender for Beginners. And it is got a twofold aim. It aims at people my age and older, explaining what transgender is, how to use the terms, what some of the terms mean. And then it's got a second aim at people younger that are trying to explain this to people my age and aren't getting through, and trying to explain to them, these are the areas that we're having trouble understanding. This is what's blocking your understanding.
Gotcha. So she'll be premiering that just after we're done here with the show. Give it, like 10 minutes or so, and then go to her channel. And if you're not subscribed to Godless Granny, her channel should be in the description below. I didn't know Justin was going to be with me this morning. Otherwise, I just put some links for those co-hosts who are on the regular. Don't forget to subscribe to Justin. And then I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down now and let us go to your video, take our breaks and do your videos. But like in the future, come Tuesday or something, whenever people want to show, I'm going to start doing a be right back, take a break at the hour, and then we'll come back and continue the show. That way my guests and I can take a break in the future.
Perfect.
That's the way I'm going to, that's how I'm going to roll. Anyway. And also, after parties are different because an after party, they just throw a link out there and anybody and their dog can come in. I don't do that. That's not my bag.
Yeah, all. I don't exactly just throw it to anybody. As of right now, I kind of am just because I'm a new channel. But like what Neil does, if you've been on Neil's show before, then you have access to the after party and it'll fill up. As of right now, I'm kind of just all like, hey, special guests, do you have any friends that are like-minded on you? And I'll get a couple other people in here. Because like last night, towards the end of the show, we had 3 people that had the same views as Trey. And then there was me, there was my first patron that I got, Phil. And there was three people that were on the atheist view. Mm-hmm. And it was just a good conversation between 6 different people. But yeah, what Neil does is he basically says, all right, if you've been on my show before, you can come into the after party.
Yeah. And I get it. I totally get that. By saying that, I didn't mean to knock anybody's method. That's just not for me. I see from my perspective and how I see things differently. I try to run a show that's kind of different. There's a lot of people doing the same thing out there, and I don't want to do that. I'm not saying that that's just shut up, Chris. Just shut up. You guys do it however the hell you want to do it. And I'm just saying I don't do the whole after party thing. It's not really my style. I do appreciate.
You don't need
to. See, that's what I'm saying. Isn't that beautiful? I don't need to. I can go to Neil's, and that's how I met so many people was through Neil because of the benefits of his after party. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying that's not the style of my show. But thank you to everybody in the chat. Stitix, thank you for showing up. I appreciate your kind words. Native Atheist, thank you. I don't have to type. You're welcome. Thank you for your kind words as well. Thank you, everybody. And because they've been awesome to me. I don't know what I did, but I did something. Yeah. So thank you guys for whatever. For whatever being nice. I don't know. You guys are wonderful. This is already an after party. See if I can get you suckers going after the hour. They're like, yay! But I really do need to give a break. That's what I'm going to start doing is giving people's breaks. You were going to say, Justin? Senior?
Oh, I was going to say, Santi the Saint just asked for a link for me. So if Krista could shoot a link for me, Santi the Saint is wonderful.
I don't know why, but Justin was very hard to find on YouTube. And I don't know if Godless Granny I don't remember having that problem with Godless Granny. Maybe it was because his YouTube was brand new. His channel was brand new. But I typed him up and I couldn't find him.
Finding it now.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, I think I had to put a video or 2 up for YouTube to recognize me as a channel worth looking up.
Right.
So now I got 4 videos on there right now, and if you type in empathetic atheist, it goes right to it.
Perfect. Oh, and there's Yo. Remember I was talking about Yo. I think that's the Yo that was talking about the Yo stuff. So good morning, Yo. Yes, thank you. You got some subs. You guys are wonderful. Thank you all. I'm gonna let y'all go. Don't forget to go to Godless Granny's channel and watch her video on this important stuff that a lot of us need to know about, because I kind of need to know about this stuff. And we will see you tomorrow for our. Oh, wait, I got to shield tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow, we're going to have Leanne Lord on the channel as our guest host for Sci-Fi Saturday. Love her. She's wonderful and fun. We're also going to have Randolph Richardson. Did I say that right? Randolph. Yes, Randolph Richardson. Yeah, I don't know. I'm distracted. Randolph Richardson is going to be there. And we're also going to have Jared from the ATA channel. So we're going to have a really good sci-fi show tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. So. Okay. Great. Awesome, guys. You guys have a wonderful day. Go over to Godless Granny's channel. We'll see you all there, and we'll say hi to you in the chat. You guys have a wonderful day, and have a great weekend.
You awesome.
Bye, everyone.
See you guys.